How's it going, guys? This is Rend.K and welcome to Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. In the last part we visited 3 towns. No, not 3, 2 towns, I need to learn to count. And we collected 2 new spells and we managed to cross here and we got this little cave here. And today we're about to visit our very familiar location. Let us go in and see. So, in case you don't know, this is Death Mountain. Yep, we're at the final level from Legend of Zelda already. Well, fortunately this isn't the last level, but this sure does feel like the last level because of all these caves and mazes and Ganon's minions are still lurking around here. So these are all the enemies that we forgot to kill. I knew I shouldn't have rushed that chapter. If I left right after defeated Ganon and then just killed all the stragglers here. I also want to apologise in the last episode because halfway through the episode I was talking about the story of this game, but got distracted and lost my thoughts. So as I was saying previously, the Zelda that's sleeping is not the same Zelda from Zelda 1. It's actually Zelda the First, who's the first in a long line of princesses. So the reasons that she's asleep is because early on, long before the events of Zelda 1, the King of Hyrule decided that the Triforce was too powerful for them to use, so he decided to seal that away, and he managed to pass on the Triforce of Wisdom to the princess and keep the Triforce of Power in the kingdom, but he keeps the Triforce of Courage, the third piece, sealed away. And he also had a prince who was quite jealous of this and the fact that he wasn't allowed this power while the princess got wisdom. He got really questioning and decided to hire a wizard to try and question Zelda, and ultimately this wizard tricked the prince into casting a sleeping spell on the princess. Grieved by what has happened, he vowed that every daughter of the royal family would be called Zelda to remind of this tragedy. And for this time, that's pretty a deep story for a game this old. And also I never knew about that until before playing this, because I like to do a bit of background research on the games before I start playing them. And also another reason why they included an experience meter, because back when this game came out, there were a lot of action games, and action games, because they were so entertaining for people to play, they often played them really quickly and they got finished easily as well. They decided to make this game harder, challenging, so that people didn't buy it and beat it over the weekend. And if you go for hero, there's a new enemy. This is a Dairat. It's a crocodile-like creature that has a big axe. It's really dangerous and it can deal a lot of damage to you. Hopefully it's the right way. Never mind, we're safe. I really hope I will go for the right place here, because there's a lot of stuff here that can bother me. For those that don't know, I'm actually continuing exactly where I left off, and so I still have I died off screen when I tried to go back, and so I only have 2 lives here. I thought about restarting and have my 3 lives back and continue off here, but because I'm so close to a level up and some of these enemies are pretty strong, I thought I would take my chances and try and see how well I do here. Let me see if I can reach that. No, I can't. No, I cannot. If we have a red Dairat, they are stupidly strong. And they can throw the axe this time. Let me take my chances again. I have shield. We have a shield. Stop right there. Attack will go up. Might get that potion actually. Hopefully if I can reach it. My best advice for this dungeon is don't be afraid to use your shield and life spells. Because you're going to need them. There's nothing worse than conserving your magic only to get yourself killed and that goes to the start again, than trying to get the best opportunities as possible to survive. And if we go here, more of these guys. And who knows, if I get lucky, you might even get a special magic drop. No, you don't. Well, at least we got a... God, they're moving a really sneaky pattern. My best advice would probably just best to take a few steps and then attack them. But we're getting really close to the end here, so hopefully I won't die. If I die, obviously I'll cut it. I'll cut to where I got to last time and retake my stats, but it's never worse than, oh, you're in a tricky position here. Are you kidding me? I don't have enough? Oh well. Yep. Why did you put that guy there? I don't get it. Also, and story-wise, the Ganon's henchmen believe that if Link that they can resurrect Ganon by pouring his blood on his asses, and that's why we got a game over screen. Ganon, spoiler, Ganon's not in this game because he only plays if we die, and to win. And if we win, he doesn't appear. But who's the real villain in this game? We'll find out. But I'll cut off here, and I'll jump back to where I was last time, so I'll be back very shortly. Okay, we're back. Time to take some revenge on this guy. I mean, look at that. Talk about camping. Maybe if I... Yeah, so attack him right after he swings. That's the way to do it. Hopefully that's not the only guy that does this. Don't you start. But yeah, Death Mountain, very tricky plays. You wonder, like, why? As soon as we start the game, we're already at a very difficult area already. This isn't even a dungeon as well. This is just, we're just going here just so we can get particular items to get further. Feels like a dungeon though, but nope. There's no pallet. It's not a palace. There's no crystal at the end of the dungeon. Just lots of very overpowered enemies. But yeah, Dairas, they are crocodile-like creatures. Oh my god, did he knock him back? Oh, poor guy. Yeah. Did he push you back, little bat? Wow, this is overkill. I mean that. And if we go for this little hole here, this is what's left of Spectacle Rock. And guarding it is this stupid diver. I pressed select to slip my spell, but it's okay. We got two lives. We're fine. Hopefully, I don't want to jinx it because. I hate when it gets underneath the ceiling there, it makes it difficult. But anyway, off we go. Not you. Yeah, so like the previous game, Link can shoot a sword beam and his health is full, but honestly, the sword beam's garbage in this game. It only hits certain enemies, and even and when it doesn't, it just dinks them. So it's kind of like a half. No matter how big your, I could be wrong on this one, but no matter how big your damage output is, it's always going to hit like do like minimum damage. So it is kind of a pointless to have. But we're going elevator here. I'm actually nervous on where I need to go, but I'll just defeat these guys. Hope this doesn't bite. Hope this doesn't cost me. Oh, it's a dead end, but at least it is not a deadly dead end. At least. There's no old dead end and there's like 5 Odairas coming to attack me. You, however... Oh. Alright, we can do this. Alright, we can focus. I fell off the screen there. I kinda want to be careful here. Oh, there's a new enemy. There's a Nyx. No, not Nyx, Mew. Not like the Pokemon, M-Y-U is pronounced. They're very flat enemies that can still attack you. And I'd be careful with those guys because sometimes they can bump you off the ledge. Ooh. The orange Dairas, they're quite fair to defeat, but the red ones, God, I hate them. Luckily this one does have a ceiling to protect him. I'll just carry away that. And with that, we got was the hammer. With the hammer, we can destroy roadblocks and get access to new areas. For example, that rock that was just next to the exit of this point, we can use that to enter there. So hopefully, if I don't fall, we can find something pretty interesting in there. Just let the guy fall off. They have Mario enemy AI where they just fall off a ledge no matter what. Oh, what are you doing here? Oh. I'll be right back, folks. At least we got the hammer. But yeah. Such is life. I'll be back shortly. Have I actually... Let me double check something. If I... Now... I should probably show this already, but this... If you press A next to a roadblock, it blocks it down, and we can go further. I'm gonna double check back. I'll jump cut to see this at least a shortcut to Death Mountain, hopefully, and I can pick off where I left off last time, so I'll be back really shortly. Okay, so there's a bit. So what I did was I blocked the path there. I had to cross a long bridge and end up here. I apologise if I cut up too much, but there's some cool stuff we can find along the way here if we proceed as planned. A little bit of a cave here, but as far as an Octoroks, I did lose a life to that Odaiba though, so hopefully I don't jinx it. I'm just gonna use my health recovery here. Oh, you're a cheeky little Octorok there. I'm so hungry. I can eat an Octorok! Ah! Okay, so back to where we were, and we can use this boulder. Not use the boulder. I keep having this habit where I mix the two nouns together. And I swear I'm not like this in real life. We can use the hammer to break this boulder or roadblock, whatever it's called. And we're falling. And we got a magic container. Wonderful. So yeah, we could... So yeah, so... There's a container there, all sorted there, got us a hammer, and that's us pretty much done with Death Mountain actually. I apologise if I cut so much out trying to get back. But what I'll do is in the next episode, I'll show off the path that I took and show how I got there, since we're pretty much done for the day. And besides, I need to save my game, and when you save your game, you start off at the beginning anyway. In fact, how much XP do I have? Oh, I do 80 feet. Oh, never mind, it's fine. Because I'd rather I save when I'm not even close to next level up than saving it when I'm just a few experience away. So I'll just save stuff at where I was last time and continue from there. So next time, guys, we'll use the hammer to open up new areas and hopefully find a next path to take next. And hopefully we'll get to a new dungeon really soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a very good day.